we have allocated 257,000 Swiss francs in support of the operations. Primarily that will be focused on non-food items, stocks for comfort and so on for those that have been affected. We'll also be looking at what we call cash and voucher programs to support. One of the things we want to do is to make sure that persons receive actual cash to provide their own resource and support. It's part of what the movement, the Red Cross movement, looks at as being able to provide more dignified support to persons when they're able to, purchase directly the things that they need. And part of that, the response under that program, we call it the DREF, which is the Disaster Response Emergency Fund. Part of that, we'll also be looking at water, sanitation, and hygiene support, both from the point of view of providing hygiene products as well as communication about safer hygiene practices and so on, especially now where some areas are still affected by floodwaters, in terms of water still settled in communities and the possibility of increased mosquito and other waterborne diseases. So that's where our focus is on. We'll be deploying 2 additional staff to support directly in terms of the hands-on operations with the National Society. That's the 2 positions we call an operations officer, who's going to lead our support from the IFRC, and a cash and voucher officer who will take the National Society through the processes of developing a program to do that cash assistance to persons affected. We're targeting roughly 1,000 families for this support across those 3 major components that I mentioned. And so I'm here to get that process going with the National Society and the assigned operational officers, and bring, of course, where needed, the rest of the support from other officers at the regional level.